Hello YouTube, this is Elite Chips here bringing you another Shangri-La video. This one is a very big accomplishment for me and my friends when it comes to, zombies and Shangri-La and stuff, I guess you could say. This one is the brand new Easter egg, the huge one, the acquiring the stone. Time travel will tell, it depends how you know it. Really big for us. It's a complete tutorial how to do it, all the steps. We completed it today. I hope you all enjoy. And I'll give you a tour throughout. Now, at first, we just turned it nighttime. That's kind of obvious. Just hit all the buttons. And what we're doing right here is there are blocks. Once you hit that button and you hear them talk, you activate all those blocks by just standing on them. You can only stand on one and activate it one at a time. So what me and my friends did, we got one person on the other. There's a whole bunch of these type of blocks on the other side of the map where the bridge is, and with you just got to match them. So I got my friend to stand on the other side of the map, and he said, "Okay, look for this one." And as soon as I found it, I stood on it, and he stood on it, and then it disappeared. We did that for all of them. I don't know how many there are, maybe 12, I'm not sure. But we did it for all of them, and once we did that, that was obviously the end of that step. Pretty easy step. It does take pretty much the whole time, at least it did for us. As long as you can do it within time limit during the eclipse, you're all good. Pretty easy. Nothing real special. You can do that the very soon as you get power. That's pretty much it with this part. We named them each, asterisk, Egyptian sign, Pokeball, whatever you want to name it. You just name it as a sign, okay, I'm on this one, you go to that one. Real simple process, real easy to do. Just got to have some communication. And if you mess it up, it does restart. So just an FYI with that one. We messed up and it was pretty horrible, but just on that one. That was the last one, or this one is up here. It'll disappear, and just a little tip, if you did a step right, if the eclipse ends, you'll see it end in just a second after they get done talking. There's the crystal ball that pops up. That's also another sign. It doesn't happen after every step, but only after some. And I think you end up with 5 or 6. I think 6 crystal balls at the end. See, the eclipse is about 10. That's how we know we completed that step. That's right there. And another FYI, you have to complete all the steps during, nighttime or whatever you want to call it. This step, you get all your friends to go. You don't have to be down the water slide. It's just more fun this way. And then you stand on this thing that I'm standing on right now, the little bars. You get 3 of your guys to stand on it. Once 3 guys are on it, you get your 4th guy to go down the water slide, and that activates enough weight to where it releases the guys. The last guy has to go down the water slide, and that will activate it to work. The eclipse will end, and then you have to make it nighttime. And to do the rest of this from this point on, you do need the gun that we call it the midget gun or the baby maker. I'm not sure what the real name is. I just know it's really long and complicated. Then once you get done with that, you come up to the meteor, you grenade it down. You can use a ray gun or whatever, something to explode it down. You shrink it, and then you knife it into the pool, onto the slide. You follow it down. This is just more fun. You get to see what it does. Going down the slide, it goes all the way. You don't have to worry about pushing it at all. It goes on its own. It eventually comes down, and it goes straight to the guys who are on its own. Pretty cool. And waiting for it to shoot up, you go up with it if you want, and then I kind of lost it here, but it eventually just disappears, and then you see it come back down right onto the little hole there. Perfect landing. Okay, that step was pretty simple. After this one, there's some guys in there. I didn't get to hear the audio. They need air, so you turn that valve I looked at. You just hold X on it, and a whole bunch of gas starts leaking in the underground area. And to get it all lit up and to get them out and to free them, you had to get the napalm guy in there and light everything on fire. What we decided to do at the end was just kill him, and more fire the better. That was just seemed like the right thing to do. Real simple part. Well, actually it's kind of difficult because you got to lure the napalm guy in there, so that's probably one of the hardest parts. After that, right there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a lever. After you get the napalm guy in there, you pull that lever. That's the end of that step. Pretty simple. Then they come into this other cave, and see that hole right there? You put spike mores in each one of the holes, and you blow them up, and they cover up the holes. That's how you fill them. And then right under the waterfall, I didn't show this, there's a big rock in the middle, and there's a button that says do not hold X. And of course you hold X once you have all the holes filled, and that gets them out. That's when you do this part. There's a whole bunch of tablets on the wall with faded designs of what you did in the second step. And to activate all those, you just knife it. Sometimes it takes more than one knife, but there are 12 in all. Once you have all 12, you go to another part by a minecart. I'm about to show that after we get all 12. This one's giving me some trouble apparently. And you know you got them all when you get the last one. You hear him say it. We got the last one. Now what? So yeah, it's a pretty easy step. Just knifing them, then going up the geyser, and right here, I don't know if you see it right in the middle of my screen. It looks like a little tent built out of woods. Looks like a tent without tarp or something. Anyone can do this. You just throw a nade at it and blow it up. Really easy. I don't know what it has to do with it. But yeah, it's what you do there. Real simple. And that step is over. After that step, there goes the eclipse. You got to do the dials. The dials were a bit trouble, but you have to have 16, 1, 3, 4 for the dials. The dots and lines and half squares or rectangles, whatever you want to call them, kind of work like a Roman numeral system. I'm not 100% positive. I know a dot is 1, a line is 10, and I think a little half rectangle, half square, whatever you want to call it, is 5. Not 100% positive, but I know it goes 16, 1. I said it before. I forgot it now, but my friend knew how to do it, so he did that. Elite Virus, props to him. He says, "Sweet, we got it. It's whatever." Then that step's over. That was cool to get that one because we knew that I had to do something with. Eventually, we just didn't know when. Then right there, I don't know if you can see it. There is dynamite stuck to that. You hit all the gongs that make a nice noise. None of the weird noises. There's 4. There's 3 where I am, and there's 1 near the bridge. Hit all of those. You shoot that, and you let the dynamites fall into. You see, I have it down in my bottom right-hand corner. After that, as long as it's still nighttime, you run up and shoot that one, and it activates all of them, sending a whole bunch of cool-looking lines all the way to the meteor. Boom! Shrinks the meteor. Coolest thing in that Easter egg. That's what I have to say. It's probably the coolest thing. After that, you turn, you make it where you can go to Pack-a-Punch, and you run up there, and you talk to the people. They're in there, and they say, "Oh man, if we have dynamite, we could get out." And you already get the dynamite. Just if you want to, you can let them finish talking, or you can just go and give it straight to them. We let them talk it through. Just want to see what they got to say. You give them the dynamite. Then you just back up, and then you'll see what happens. Let's finish the talking right here. He asked for it. Then still jumping around, trying to see if we can see him through those holes. I never got to see him. They say, "Here we go. Everybody get back." So we step a few steps back. But it turns out what we did, we just got off of the whole thing, off the whole steps. And then you'll see that worked as soon as we all got off. And I see something glowing. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, don't go get it," because he wants it so bad. And we get up there, and what is it? It's the shrunken meteor. So dirty. And it says Richtofen on it. It's so cool. Once you get that meteor, you have all 7 perks. And there's permanent perks. If you go down, you get to keep them. Not everyone gets it. Whoever gets the meteor gets it. Sorry I didn't get to show it. We had no idea that was the end. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will definitely be back with more later. Peace.